What's up? What's up? What's up, stay wokers? We are live and direct. I am here to introduce you guys to the candidates for District 2. They had a lively debate. I didn't know several of the candidates on there, so I was being introduced to some of the candidates myself. I knew of Miss Weston, of course, being Gray. I've heard about Mike Lee and met him a couple of weeks ago. I never heard of Miss Goodwin. I know William King, never heard of Mr. Wright or Mr. Uri, never heard of Mr. Jones. So actually, it was an introduction to myself also. So I'm going to wait for us to get a couple of people on here. And then I'm going to introduce you guys to the candidates. They had a lively debate. Baby, when I tell y'all it was a lively debate, it was definitely a lively debate. They are, I have deemed my top 4 candidates. And then Mr. Gray, of course, he is the only candidate that has sat in that seat. So we definitely want to have him on the show. I have invited, I've gotten a response from 2 of the candidates that they will be joining the show. Of course, Mr. Wright, I'm waiting to hear from Miss Wesson. I reached out to Miss Goodwin. She did respond. She said she wasn't available on the 26th, but we are trying to do this. Time is of essence. So we are trying to do this Wednesday, the 19th. So the 19th, this Wednesday at 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, I'm going to introduce you to the candidates. Most people already know Ben Gray. I'm going to go ahead and roll the footage with Mr. Gray first. I'm going to introduce to some, present to others, and introduce to some.
Thank you. First of all, thank you all for putting this on. And thank you all for doing the necessary work to make this come about today. So you all will give yourselves a hand, first of all, because you all did a great job putting this together. Look at the crowds you got here. I'm running for city council primarily because for 12 years, I have done some amazing things in North Omaha. And it is borne out by the state of North Omaha every year. It shows some of the things that we have done. You talked specifically about jobs for young people. In 2008, Willie Barney and myself founded the Step Up Summer Jobs program, because we recognized early on the necessity when we were walking, and we were talking mostly with gang members at the time. And what they talked about was needing a job. So one of the things we did was created this program of summer jobs for young people. Right now, over 9,000 people have been through that program. 200 of them are working full time. We've started it year round now so that there's year round jobs, some jobs for people, adults and young people. The other reason I'm running, though, is because that's among the things, because that's among the issues that we deal with at the network on a regular basis. I'm running because we've done significant work in North Omaha. If you let former council member Brenda Council tell you, she will say that I did more in 12 years than all of the previous 3 council members combined. So I'm running to continue that work. The work is important. People might tell you that North Omaha is in decline. There is nothing that is further from the truth. Facts and data back up the fact that North Omaha is on the move.
Okay, so that was Ben Gray running for District 2. Definitely wanted to talk about the Step Up program, which I have had my kids in, surrogate, biological, and otherwise. I do recommend to parents to sign their kids up for Step Up. It definitely keeps them out of trouble in the summertime, keeps them busy working. It it's enhancing their ability to want to work and earn their own money, and also they can offset the cost of school clothes and things like that. I do encourage parents who have young people working ages 14, 15, 16, 17 like that you need to monitor the way that they spend. Don't just let them blow their checks on any and everything. Make sure you let them know what is important, how much the cost of food is, and everything like that. So I'm going to show you guys a clip of Ben Gray during the debate. Okay, give me a moment here.
Go to the city planning and just change the whole environment of North Omaha, so it'd be a place of beauty and aesthetic value. So we bring in people and populations from all over the city, that we can have a band.
Now that's Mr. Uri. I really like him.
So
I
that
don't know if politics is
bring
his lane.
commerce
I
into
heard that
North
his family
Omaha,
has been in
and not
politics
just
all
little
their life.
storefronts here
I
and
definitely
there.
thought he was
And we
a
can create a
passionate
mega
speaker.
force in North Omaha.
I just wanted y'all to hear it from Mr. Uri. I thought he was a
Same
passionate
question. Ask the
person.
question for me again, please. Restate it for me.
North Omaha has been faced with economic disparities for decades. How will you ensure equitable investments in businesses and infrastructures for this district?
By continuing to do some of the things that I've already done. When we brought in Walmart, we brought in Walmart because this was a food desert, and we needed to address the food desert issues. But more importantly, or just as important as the food desert, in 2008, when the bottom fell out and a lot of our seniors lost everything, and they all needed an extra check. One of the places they could go and get that was at Walmart. It was also a place where you got a lot of low-income housing that's around it. These people can walk to the store. So it's a convenience for people who have had to catch the bus to go all the way going down Ames one way or going down Ames another way with nothing in the middle. Now you have something in the middle. North Star the same way. We wanted to create a boys club for boys to be boys. And so we created that atmosphere, and we created that building and those grounds so that these young people, especially young Black boys, can go somewhere to learn how to be boys. Some of the things that we've continued to do in this area surround what we've done through the Empowerment Network and others, because we have created significant numbers of jobs. We've created significant number of businesses and investment in the community. Over $2.5 billion have been added to the North Omaha community. So with those numbers, we can continue to grow and continue to do the things that we have done, and we've got an organization that can do it. Thank you all.
Mr. Lee.
Okay, so that is Brother Ben Gray. Introducing him. I'm talking about one of the issues, basically what he plans to do or what he has done, things that he plans to do. So my questions are definitely going to be a little bit different than the questions on the panel. And they had such limited time. To respond to the questions. So they're going to get more time when they come on. I haven't heard from Brother Gray yet. The candidates that I invited was Anthony Wright, Mr. Gray, Miss Goodwin, Miss Wesson, and Mike Lee. Now, Mike Lee was one of the two candidates that was younger than, that was under 30. So I definitely applaud those candidates for doing that. Definitely looking forward to interviewing them. Now, Miss Goodwin, I thought Miss Goodwin did a great job. I thought she did a great job. She got slack from people. People have different political views, relationships, and things like that. But as far as what she did in the debate, I thought she did an amazing job. Whatever they say about her, they can't take that from her, because she definitely handled her business. So I'm going to let Miss Goodwin introduce herself to you guys, because I didn't know Miss Goodwin. The Goodwin family is a well-known family in Nebraska. A well-known family in Nebraska. So they're a well-known family, but I specifically didn't know her. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and add her video. Where's Miss Goodwin video? Let's see. What did I do with it? Okay, let me see. Okay, here it is. I haven't used video storage in so long. I usually, okay, where is, Don't do me. Y'all didn't update my recording of Miss Goodwin. Miss Goodwin, I am so sorry. I did do a recording of Miss Goodwin's introduction. Well, I'm going to give y'all one of the videos. I'm going to give you the video of Miss Goodwin telling you, speaking in reference to the homelessness. Now, she definitely had her facts together. You can tell she is knowledgeable on politics and things like that. So here's Miss Goodwin talking about, let me see. Here it is right here. She's responding to someone who said what they would do in the homelessness. And again, I'm going to be introducing all the candidates that I invited. So far, Ms. Goodwin, Mr. Wright have responded. I haven't heard anything else from anybody. So I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm going to show you a clip of each one of them. Tomorrow, I will be showing a clip of Mr. Wright, probably Mr. Lee and Miss Weston. Today, I am featuring Ms. Goodwin and Brother Gray. One moment. Give me a moment. It is not playing. Okay, give me a second, guys. I don't know what happened. And y'all gonna hear a response from Mr. Wright too on this one. Girl, Mr. Wright was on it, baby. I don't care what nobody say. I was like, honey, he was giving it to him. Okay, give me a second. I'm getting this video queued up for Miss Goodwin, and then you'll hear a short response from Mr. Wright. I'll be introducing him tomorrow, but I still want you guys to hear his rebuttal. And again, I thought Mr. Let me cancel this and pick it back up. I thought Mr. Jones was arrogant. Now, I will admit, I didn't like him on when he first started speaking at all, period. I was like, yeah, I don't like him. Sometimes I look at people posture, demeanor. He was the only candidate that didn't stand up. A lot of candidates didn't stand up at first, and then for whatever reason, I don't know, somebody texted him, like Brother Anthony said, Mr. King is getting text, and you're definitely not supposed to get correspondence during any debate. That is like off. It was obvious based on the new response that he gave that someone did like give him a quick little text or something like that. But I was kind of glad that he busted him out, and not because it was Mr. King, but because for anybody, everybody has to be on the same playing board. It looks like that everybody had the opportunity to take notes, have their notes there, and look at their notes while they were going, refer to their notes while they were talking, as Mr. Jones did repetitively. The candidates that didn't look at their notes, Mr. Brother Gray didn't. Mr. Weston, when he had to fact check, Mr. Wright, when he had to fact check people, rightfully so, did. Miss Weston spoke, Miss Goodwin spoke, Brother Lee spoke. They were not flipping through pages and looking. They were going either from the heart or by memory. So give me one moment. Let me go ahead and bring Miss Goodwin's response, and then you will also see, let me change this dynamic here. Make this bigger. You'll also see a little bit of response from Mr. Wright. Y'all know I've been talking about him for a few days, so y'all get to hear his comeback.
The fact is, we need to
throw a
make
shade,
sure that
baby.
this big investment we've seen, millions and millions of dollars investment, goes to the people here.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Ms. Goodwin.
I would just like to say that there's a lot of rhetoric being talked about. And some of these people, I didn't even know until they filed for city council, okay? I'm on the ground doing the work.
Shade.
And so you guys need to fact check yourself, because when they throw out shade about real processes that are really happening, they want you to think that you're not gonna do your homework. Do your homework. Investment is happening in North Omaha for us, by us.
Yes, it is.
So I'm gonna stop it right here because I believe Miss Goodwin got a lot of bad heat, saying that she was rude, she was aggressive. It doesn't matter when women talk. If a man talks aggressive and strong, Y'all will see if y'all go watch that debate, it was plenty of that going on. But the only person that they shined the light on was Miss Goodwin. And I thought she stood in her own self. I thought that she came with facts. And I thought she represented for the city, and I thought she represented well for women. And anytime a woman raises her voice or get a little bass in her voice or something like that, she's considered an angry Black woman. So yeah, that's not fair. And some people took snapshots and like she was doing this and like, look how crazy she looked. She wasn't looking crazy. She was passionate. If you guys ever seen a debate, debates are not robotic. You know, back in the 30s and 40s, they may have been robotic. When people are passionate about what they're talking about, you're going to feel that. And I like feeling what people said. So here's a little rebuttal from, here's a little small rebuttal from Brother Wright. You guys will see, I will introduce him tomorrow. I still have to introduce Mr.
Thank you, Ms. Goodwin. Mr. Wright?
Yeah, just quickly to Mr. Lee's point, since he's obviously been speaking with all the policy experts, he must be familiar with the Supreme Court case, Grant Pass v. Johnson, which of course allows the police to now arrest people for being homeless. So I hope that when he's been speaking with those policy experts, that he will join me and others in calling for the city council and law enforcement to stop criminalizing homelessness, because we don't need to put more people in our prisons. The last thing that I'll say on this is that right now, thanks to we were always talking about Black faces, and Black faces in high places can save us. Chris Rogers is responsible for a $74 million juvenile.
Hold on. We got to come through. On Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright said Chris Rogers is responsible for $73 million facility. A $73 million facility and is vacant. $73 million facility and is vacant. I just want to stop right there and let y'all pause. And if y'all see how he comes with state statutes, he comes with laws and everything. Check them out.
Facility that is empty right now. And what we are saying to people right now who are living on the streets is that we would rather keep that place empty than put them in. That is not a political issue, it's a moral issue.
We have to stay on schedule. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Mr. Lee, do you have a final rebuttal?
I know.
Miss.
Okay, so right there, I just wanted to give y'all a little taste of a couple of the candidates. Like I said, I will be interviewing the candidates so far. Mr. Wright, Anthony Rogers Wright, and Mrs. Goodwin are the two that have responded. I'm expecting to hear a response from Brother Lee and also Sister Weston and Brother Gray. Where is Miss? Let me see, Miss Goodwin.
Ms. Goodwin?
Good evening, everybody. And again, thank you to those who are hosting this debate and for all the people who came out to hear our district candidates speak. I am an Omaha native. Went to Omaha Central before graduating from Creighton. The main part of my career I spent in online sales and marketing, working for companies like Omaha.com and WebMD before I moved into the nonprofit sector to start grassroots initiatives like Global Leadership Group, where we mentored young people in volunteerism and get involved in their community. And then in 2020, started the North 24th Street Business Improvement District, where year to date, we raised $15 million to improve sidewalks, to support small businesses, and other grassroots initiatives like safety and security. I'm running today on 3 initiatives. That is championing safety, beautifying neighborhoods, and supporting small businesses. Again, my work speaks for itself, and I believe North 24th Street is a blueprint for what we can do to expand really meaningful change across the Omaha City Council District 2, which includes downtown, North Downtown, and then North Omaha. Listen, you're going to hear a lot of rhetoric today, but I want everyone to peel back the details and listen to the people who actually have the experience doing the work. You've heard my voice championing safety. You've seen me in the community working toward change. You've seen my grassroots revitalization projects, and I can believe together we can raise up neighborhoods and move North Omaha along with the rest of the city of Omaha. Thank you.
Okay, so that was Vonnie Davis. I mean Vonnie Lavanya Goodwin. So those are two other candidates. You got a little snippet of Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright came through, baby. He was busting heads, but he was busting heads with facts and shade bombs. I loved one of the lines he said to Brother King, but we're not. The debate is on Brother Sherman Wells' page, so you can meet the candidates and see how everybody did. But again, my top four were Miss Goodwin, Miss Wesson, Mr. Wright, and Mr. Lee. And of course, we're going to have Ben Gray on. Ben Gray is the only person that's running that has sat in the seat. And he brings a lot to the table also. But as far as my top debate performers, those were the four. I'm standing on it. So again, we'll see who accepts. If Mr. Wright and Miss Goodwin are the only one on here, then hey, that's what it is. They don't know that we do have a reach on Stay Woke. People watch us all over. We stream on 3 different platforms simultaneously. We're on not on Twitter anymore. Boom. We are on Facebook. We're on TikTok and YouTube live simultaneously. So you can always catch the replay if your family and friends don't have Facebook, you can always, everybody can go to YouTube and watch it. So anyway, looking forward to seeing the candidates at 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:00 Wednesday p.m. Standard Time. Again, you already know this is the hottest podcast in the Midwest, the only podcast that answers real questions in real time and shout out people in real time. I'm going to shout out Renee Ivory, Connie Ross, Gloria Scott, Juanita Hayes, and Brother Anthony Wright, Rogers Wright for joining in today. All right, we will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. What's tomorrow? So I'll probably maybe after church. I probably ain't going. I'll probably watch church. After I watch church, I will be tuning in and introducing you probably about 2:00 the same time to 2 other candidates or the rest of the candidates that's on. All right, then. Thank you. Again, you already know before you go to sleep, you got to do what? Blah, blah, blah. Stay woke. I am out of here.